Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
We continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
And the slam!
161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking to you.
The Bulldogs will light the lamp! 1, 2,
Please remain standing. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Andrea Milner, Vice President and Dean of Academic Affairs at Adrian College. On behalf of the college, I welcome you, as well as those of you who are watching us over in Herrick Chapel. We are thrilled to have you here to celebrate our annual matriculation ceremony. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as Dr. Kristen Clark sings America the Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you. You may be seated. As you may know, matriculation ceremonies have been held for hundreds of years and find their roots in European colleges and universities. They are designed to celebrate transitions. This transition recognizes that our outstanding freshman class is transitioning from home to a new home, from high school to college, from teen years to adulthood. To begin our ceremony, I would like to introduce Katie Waple. Katie is a junior here at Adrian College, studying business professional sales. Please join Katie in a short prayer.
Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful day you have given us and for all of the excitement of freshman move-in. We thank you for the upcoming school year set before us and for each student and family sitting here today. We pray that you give them courage as they embark on this new journey. We pray over each student's future friendships, athletic competitions, academic achievements, and all of the other opportunities this year will provide. We thank you again for this upcoming year, Lord, and give it all back to you.
Thank you, Katie. Yes. Our next speaker is someone you may have already met, Dr. Jeffrey R. Docking, the 17th president of Adrian College. He has led Adrian College to historic levels in academic quality, student services, enrollment, and our successful Renaissance initiatives. He will share his thoughts about this day. President Docking.
Well, thank you, Dean Milner. Faculty, staff, members of the Board of Trustees, friends of Adrian College, students, and our friends over in Herrick Chapel. It is my great privilege to introduce all of you to the newest members of the Adrian College family, the incoming class of 2027. Let's give them a big round of applause. We are very glad that you are here, students, and we look forward to getting to know you so much better over the next 4 years. We're also happy to welcome your parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, and everybody else that you brought along today to help you move into your room. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await the amazing experiences that will define your college years. You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years, never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college. You will make incredible friends here that you will cherish for the rest of your life, and you will meet professors who will impact you so profoundly that you will make great efforts in the years to come back for homecoming year after year just to say thank you one more time. I've seen it many times over my last 19 years here. The faculty that we have here will profoundly affect your life. But the faculty know, as do I, that in the midst of this excitement, there's feelings of anxiety, academic anxiety. Can I get it done here? Fear of the unknown, sadness of leaving home. That's all part of today, too. But those of us on this stage know how you feel. We were there one day, too. But just as a big group of football players ran out to your car today to help you lug all of your worldly possessions into your very spacious dorm room, and they are spacious. Just keep telling yourself that. Very spacious. You will make the successful transition to this school. You have many new friends who will support you in the great land of Adrian, and you will fit in here, and I know you will really like it. But before I go on, I want to say a few words to the parents in the audience. My wife, Beth, who's sitting back in this big room somewhere, both of us have sent 4 children off to college. So we are intimately aware of the feelings of leaving your son or daughter at an institution like this. And Beth and I describe this day as the ultimate bittersweet experience. It is bitter because as our children move away, it certainly does represent the parting of the nuclear family as we have known it for so many years. There can be no denying that. And that's sad on some levels. But it's also sweet because we know, parents, deep down that there is nothing that we should want more for our children than to see them enroll at a private, selective, national institution like this, which garnered nearly 4,000 applications for freshman enrollment. And so, parents, recognizing that you have been there for your son or daughter until this momentous day, we want to recognize you in 2 small ways. Every parent should have received a coin inscribed with the words, "The greatest gifts you can give your children are the roots of responsibility and the wings of independence." For roughly 18 years, parents, you have given these kids roots. But today, you give them wings, and we celebrate that with you. The second way we recognize you is with a piece of paper that I believe Sam mentioned before the program actually started. It's a piece of paper with a pen and an envelope. And we ask you to write the name of your child on the outside of the envelope, on the piece of paper, sometime today. It can be during the ceremony or later on. And just share a few thoughts with your son or daughter about what you want most for them during their college years. We will not open the envelope. We will not read what you wrote. But 4 years from now, we will tuck that envelope in with their diploma and give it to them as a reminder of all that you have hoped for them. You may write something very short, doesn't matter. Our English department is not going to look it over for punctuation. And hopefully you will see this as just kind of another really neat tradition that we have here at Adrian College. So if you did not, parents, if you did not receive the envelope, the paper, and the pen, you can pick it up as you leave. Baskets are available that you can toss the envelope in as you return it, or you can give it to a staff member. You can even send it back to my office later this week if you want to wait a few days before you write something, and we'll make sure that we get it in the right place. And so to parents, I say congratulations. Congratulations on raising the type of students who can be admitted to this type of institution with the values that embrace higher education and a life of meaning, purpose, and consequence. If you are a parent of an incoming student, I would please ask you to stand so that all of us, but most importantly, your sons and daughters, can give you a big round of applause for all that you've given them. So students, please stand up. Let's give these wonderful people, parents, please stand up. Students, sit down. I'll give you a big round of applause. Well done, parents. And now to the students. I encourage each of you to look around at your new class. 600 students strong. You may be interested to know that we have students from 32 states in the Union, 3 Canadian provinces, and 13 different countries. We have students from Canada, Australia, Fiji, Jamaica, Japan, the Netherlands, the Northern Mariana Islands, New Zealand, South Africa, Spain, and Sweden. That's pretty neat. One student in your class already started a profitable sneaker reselling business where he buys sneakers, refurbishes them, and resells them. How about that one, huh? All right, let's give it to the sneaker student. We have 15 legacy students. That means students that moms and dads went to Adrian as well. 36 students admitted into our outstanding honors program. 5 sets of twins. More twins than normal this year, 5 sets. A lot of people looking the same around here this year. 2 sets of siblings. We have families coming here. We have 2, I like this one, we have 2 American-born hockey players who faced off against each other in the Canadian Junior Hockey National Championship this past May. They were foes. They were enemies. They wanted to kill each other. But now they're teammates. They got to like each other, so try to get along, boys, all right? So we have that going on as well in this class. But as wonderful as your past achievements are, they will be eclipsed by all that you will achieve in the future. Many of you will travel overseas to distant lands through our amazing study abroad program. Side note, by the way, I consider this to be the single most important learning experience that you can undertake as a student. Go overseas, study abroad, see the world. You'll appreciate this country even more. Others of you will present awesome research projects your senior year, even junior year. We do some of this in our capstone academic presentations that we call Ribbons of Excellence Day. And still others will sing together in the college choir, play together in the college band, write together for the college newspaper, and join as athletic teams on the fields, floors, and ice do battle against our rivals. Through these athletic experiences, you will undoubtedly experience tremendous victories and devastating defeats that at the time you'll feel like you'll never get over. But through it all, you will get over the defeats and share in the victories because you will do it together. One group of friends, the class of 2027. And I would like to note one more thing, students. I mention this each year. I would be remiss if I did not mention that sitting in the audience today may be your future spouse. Crazy as it sounds, love has taken root here at Adrian College. We've had many Bulldog weddings in the chapel just outside these doors. I'm just saying. So, the ultimate goal, of course, of education is to give you the tools you need, students, to create a better world, a better community, a better family for yourselves one day, and even a better you. And so it is in this spirit that we give you a small gift today. If you haven't already received it, students, we gave you a bag, and if you look in the bag, there's a marble. And imprinted on the marble is the entire earth. It's amazing. And when I say the entire earth, I mean the snow-capped mountains of Colorado are indeed snow-capped. The great rainforests of South America are lush green. Greenland is icy, and wonderful rivers traverse throughout all of the lands, all on one marble. I don't know how they did that. But what you won't see on this marble, students, what is missing are the borders that divide people. There's no lines to distinguish the war zones, no boundaries between races, religions, and cultures. One planet, one human race, sharing in the rich resources that the good Lord has given to all of us. And so allow your education to build on this thought, because it was Nelson Mandela who said that education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. And as representatives of Adrian College, I hope this statement rings true for you today. Before I conclude, allow me to give you just 2 suggestions that I think will make your college experience a great success, students. You may have noticed that today the professors behind me are wearing the regalia, the robes whose style and color indicate the level of distinction that they've achieved in their fields. You will have many opportunities over the coming years to get to know them on an informal basis. My advice to you is don't leave this campus without getting to know as many of them personally as possible. Stay after class, ask questions, use their office hours, take them up on doing some research. Know them personally. They are Adrian College's most valuable assets. And the opportunity to develop relationships with them may be the single greatest advantage that coming to a school like Adrian can give you. No classes of 500 and 600, small classes, personal relationships with professors. That's a big deal. Know that. My second suggestion is to give yourself time, students, to figure it all out, to figure out what you want to do with your life. You don't need to chart your future overnight or at Cedar Point later this week. Perhaps, yeah, you're going to Cedar Point. It'll be a good time. Perhaps you don't know what you want to do. That's fine. Perhaps you're going to change your mind several times. The beauty of a small college is that it gives you a chance to discover your passion. If you start in one place and end up in something totally different, that is okay, as long as you love what you are doing professionally, you're good at it, and you can make a lasting and positive contribution to whatever field you choose. So relax, enjoy the moment. You'll be in the swing of things in no time, and you'll discover that your college years will go much faster than you anticipate. We look forward to seeing what you can accomplish here and helping you every step of the way. In just a few short years, you will think back to this moment today and wonder, where did the time go? Even more, we know you're going to look back and feel very, very proud of all that you accomplished. Students, welcome to Adrian College. Let's give these young people a round of applause. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce a representative of the Adrian College Board of Trustees, Ms. Pamela Van Dorn. Pam.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Adrian College, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to be part of this celebration, welcoming all of you into this exciting new chapter of your lives. For 164 years, Adrian College has been dedicated to graduating successful, civic-minded individuals who will apply their skills and knowledge to improving our world. As we recognize you, the class of 2027, we reaffirm the importance of the mission and purpose of this institution. I speak today from the unique perspective of a trustee, Trustees are volunteers who give of their time, talent, and resources because they believe Adrian College provides the kind of education that makes the difference in the lives of young people. It is therefore with a great sense of pride that I congratulate you for the hard work that brought you here and offer best wishes on your impending journey. Congratulations, and thank you to all of the parents, family members, faculty, staff, and friends who have helped these students along the way. This is your day also. Go Bulldogs. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Katie Rasmussen, our Dean of Undergraduate Studies.
Thank you. We in the Division of Academic Affairs look forward to sharing your academic journey over the next 4 years. With over 100 programs, we know you will have a great experience with us that prepares you for your personal and professional aspirations. I hope, too, that you will consider staying and studying in one of our 14 graduate programs in areas such as accountancy, athletic training, business administration, criminal justice, higher education, sport management, and teacher education. I want to share with you the mission and the academic vision at Adrian College as this frames your journey here and informs all that we do. Adrian College, a liberal arts college in the United Methodist tradition, is committed to the pursuit of truth and to the dignity of all people. Through active and creative learning in a supportive community, students are challenged to achieve excellence in their academic, personal, and professional lives, and to contribute to a more socially just society. As an extension of the mission, the faculty have created educational goals that we all strive to meet called the Ribbons of Excellence. These goals are rooted in a tradition at Adrian College called the Passing of the Shepherd's Crook, which takes place in the cane ceremony during commencement. The graduating class presents the Shepherd's Crook to the junior class as a symbol of achievement and a transfer of responsibility. Each graduating class attaches its colors to the cherished staff using a ribbon that bears the names of each of their class members. Today you can see the Shepherd's Crook here to my left. And after 4 meaningful years, your class leaders will affix a ribbon with your names on it during graduation. The Ribbons of Excellence are caring for humanity and the world, learning throughout a lifetime, thinking critically, crossing boundaries and disciplines, and developing creativity. Students, parents, and all here today, the Ribbons of Excellence establishes a tradition that will be in place throughout the history of Adrian College. We are all a part of something important and special. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Frank Rebar, Vice President of Enrollment and Student Affairs. Many of you may know Frank personally, but if not, rest assured he knows you. He and his colleagues have been hard at work all year to help bring the right students to Adrian College. Frank, will you please step forward and say a few words? Oh, you're here.
Thank you, Dr. Rasmussen. Good afternoon. For the Adrian College staff members who are on the front lines of our enrollment efforts, namely your admissions counselors and coaches, this day is a lot like Christmas. Finally having you here on campus is like opening over 600 gifts. Each of you is special to us. So, I do want to be clear that there will be no gift returns, no exchanges, and no re-gifting. We like you just the way you are. Your unique interests, ideas, questions, skills, and talents are certainly welcomed and appreciated. Thousands of high school seniors from around the nation, and indeed the world, hope to attend Adrian College this fall, and we wanted you, the most accomplished among them. This is our day to celebrate you, our incoming class, and the talent, intellect, and aspirations you bring to our community. Seated on this stage are some of the outstanding faculty members who will soon be your mentors advisors, and even friends. They have worked to become experts in their fields, and they continually strive to be innovative in the classroom. Your professors will be stimulating, challenging, and tough. Your classmates will partner with you, compete with you, and teach you along with your professors. Your courses will take you in intellectual directions you never imagined. The range of academic disciplines in our college is exceptional, and the pathways they can lead to are infinite. It is now your job to make those connections. So, in the presence of this esteemed faculty and in the presence of your families, I encourage each of you to make academic achievement your highest priority. Adrian is a college of over 100 academic programs, 50 intercollegiate sports, and yet one mission: your future success. Your success is our greatest achievement. This day and this ceremony mark a turning point in your life. You are now an Adrian College student. We have honored you by having one flag for each of the 32 states, 13 countries, and 3 provinces that you call home displayed on this stage. These flags will be proudly displayed in the Kane Student Center throughout the next 4 years. Dr. Milner, respected member of our distinguished faculty, as liaison of the admissions office, I have in my hands this scroll, which includes the names of each one of these talented men and women who comprise the Adrian College class of 2007. And it is my honor to formally present this to you, the Vice President and Dean of Academic Affairs. Thank you. You bet.
Vice President Rebar, on behalf of the Adrian College faculty and the staff of the Division of Academic Affairs, I warmly and wholeheartedly accept these future scholars, campus leaders, and active leaders and learners, the Adrian College class of 2027. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I'm pleased to introduce the Parent Council representative, Ms. Heather Powell. Her son, Ethan, is a 2022 graduate of Adrian College and is now serving as the Residence Life Coordinator. Ms. Powell?
Well, welcome and thank you so much. Well, you made it. Congratulations. The day has finally arrived. All of your thinking, wishing, envisioning, and planning, it's all come down to this ceremony, which marks such a special day. I want to thank the administration and faculty for giving me an opportunity to speak on this momentous occasion. I've been in the field of education in one way or another for the past 30 years, but most importantly, I'm honored to come to you today as a mother and parent. My goodness, I remember sitting right in your seat along with my husband, and we have all likely had that collective experience by now, sizing up the dorm rooms, picking out the bedspreads, the matching pillows, the shower caddies, and certainly we do know that they don't care if their bath towels match the desk sets. We get so caught up in all of these details that we actually forget to prepare for moments like this. Thinking back on my own family's experience, I remember the campus tour like it was yesterday. We loved the grounds. They were so beautiful. And today's a beautiful day. You can see how lovely the grounds are again. And even the presence of the buildings, not to mention the exciting fact that they were about to break ground on a state-of-the-art, beautiful boathouse, which they did, by the way. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, it's a must-see. Our family had visited several other campus locations, but there was just something about Adrian that stood apart. I know you can relate, of course, because you're here. I looked at when my son, Ethan, when it came time for him to decide where he was going to go, I could hardly contain myself. My husband looked at me like, no, let him have his own thoughts. And I kind of blurted out, gosh, it just felt like home, didn't it? And then he laughed and said he felt the same way. And the rest of that, of course, is history, because he was here and graduated. And now he's on to a graduate degree here as well. Maybe you are here for one of the phenomenal athletic programs. I know our son was lucky enough to be in the inaugural class of Adrian's rowing team. Or maybe you are here for one of the prestigious academic programs Adrian has to offer. Whatever your motivation for being here, you and your student are in for a wonderful journey. Now comes the tough part. We can all put on a tough exterior, but underneath, there's just a little bit of nervous energy. Perhaps you already have a child who's graduated from Adrian, or maybe this whole experience is brand new for you and your family. I just want to offer a few pieces of advice. First, let this be your students' rehearsal ground. The toughest thing about being a parent is letting your kid get hurt. We are their natural protectors, of course, in the early years, right? It's almost like a natural reflex. If you're anything like me, I always want to help my children avoid an unpleasant experience. And it's taken me a while, but I've finally learned that really what they really needed was just to experience things for themselves. After the initial shock wore off for me that I wasn't going to be part of his day-to-day comings and goings, I realized that it was actually helpful for me to be just on the guide on the side. During his undergraduate time here, there were great ups and successes, to be sure, but there were some downward slopes and even a couple of ditches during the solitude of COVID. I came to realize that all of his experiences, all of them, the wonderful ones, the good ones, and even a few of the rough ones, were his own. Opportunities which he had to navigate, grapple with, and develop a sense of discernment. And us, his parents, we got to witness it all. What a blessing. Secondly, try to be a good listening ear. Many of our discussions during my son's undergraduate experience took place over the phone. If I had a nickel for every time he said, "Mom, Dad, I'm just telling you something, I don't need you to solve it," well, I could do a lot of laundry here at Adrian. As a teacher, I know the power of listening. As a parent, it's tough for me to remember to do it. A teacher is a problem solver, and many times before Ethan would be through his sentence, I had the answer ready and waiting. Heck, half the time, there wasn't even a problem, I just didn't let him finish. Well, as you may have guessed, I'm still working on it, but I have come to understand, at least a little better than I did before, the power of a good listen. Sometimes students just need to be able to communicate their problem, their dilemma, whatever their day-to-day comings and goings in their own voice, in their own time, and in their own tenor, without the pressure of trying to make an immediate decision. What's most powerful about that, if we do take that wait time, the solutions will be theirs. Lastly, put your coin where you can see it. Let it serve as a reminder. I still have my coin. It sits on my dresser, so I see it every day. My coin reminds me that this school and this beautiful campus are my son's rehearsal ground. Under the very capable and watchful eye of this administration and faculty, students have great successes, overcome challenges, and yes, even experience a few disappointments. But most importantly, they have the chance to play their role on this rehearsal ground. They have their chance to grow, the chance to grow in a close academic community where they can be their own person, a person who is listened to and valued. The coin reminds me to let go and be a good listener. There will still be ample time for me to offer advice and guidance as the parent, but let me allow for the necessary space it takes for my young adult to become seasoned in all of the wonderful adventures that Adrian College has to offer. And thankfully, there are so many. In closing, let us remember to let this school be our young adults' rehearsal ground. Give us strength and discretion to let our students have their own unique experiences, successes, and maybe even a letdown or two. Let us be grateful for the wonderful listening ears and watchful eyes of the administration and faculty that surround them, as well as our own. And as we look upon that coin each day, let us remember that in our letting go, we are truly letting them grow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Powell. Next to speak is Dr. Clark, a distinguished faculty member of the Department of Performing Arts.
Thank you, Dr. Milner. Students, we look forward to working with you over the next 4 years. I know that you will learn and have experiences that will transform your lives. Parents and loved ones, I hope you've had a chance to look around our beautiful campus. If not, I encourage you to take a quick tour before you leave today. On behalf of the faculty of Adrian College, I assure you that your children are in great hands and that we are working our hardest to provide an education that is second to none. And to the members of the class of 2027, welcome to Adrian College.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. Now I would like to introduce to you someone whom you will soon know as a classmate, friend, and mentor, Taylor Yount, Student Government Association President. Taylor is a vocal performance major with a minor in commercial music. Taylor?
Thank you, Dr. Milner. Students, as you take your first steps into Adrian College for the 2023-2024 academic year, I hope you remember to cherish every moment you have created or will create at this institution. Adrian College is more than just a private college. It is a home away from home. Here at Adrian, there is a community full of students, faculty, and staff that will provide you with the opportunities you need to succeed. Organizations such as the Student Government Association, Campus Activities Network, athletic teams, Greek Life, and a number of other organizations and clubs on campus will provide you with the avenues to build relationships through networking. The connections that you make here will last a lifetime and help you to develop into the professional that you want to become before leaving Adrian College. Alexander Graham Bell once said, "When one door closes, another one opens." But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one that has opened for us. Students, do not dwell on the past. Instead, think of this school year as a fresh start. Make new memories, try new things, and most importantly, set and achieve new goals. I hope you come into this academic year with a mindset to achieve greatness and success. Thank you.
Thank you, Taylor. It is now my privilege to introduce the Director of Alumni Relations, Ms. Jennifer Carlson, class of 2009, who will make a few comments. Jennifer?
President Docking, faculty, staff, students, and families, good afternoon. On behalf of the Adrian College Alumni Association and Alumni Board, it is my pleasure to welcome the class of 2027 to the Bulldog family. New Bulldogs. As a Bulldog alum, these 4 years are going to go faster than you think. Just 18 short years ago, I was sitting in the very same seat as you, new to campus, didn't know very many people, and starting the next chapter of my life. Here's some advice. Number 1, try new things. Join a club, join multiple clubs, explore different class options, use all of your resources provided on campus. Number 2, build relationships. Get to know your professors, get to know your coaches, get to know our staff. Get to know the people you live with and take classes with. And number 3, Take advantage of Welcome Week. Talk to people you don't know. This coming up week, you're going to meet some of the best friends that you will ever make. Go to all of your events, and you will get to know the campus and all that AC has to offer. We have an amazing alumni network who can be a great resource for you during your undergrad experience. Opportunities like internships, job shadowing, mentoring, and more. Whether you want to learn about a particular profession, you have questions about moving to the big city after graduation, our alumni have been where you have, and they are willing to share their experience. For now, welcome to campus, your new home for the next 4 years. Create lots of memories, have fun, and class of 2027, it's a great day to be a Bulldog.
Thank you, Jennifer. Please welcome our final speaker, Mr. Tom Doney, Dean of Student Life at Adrian College.
Good afternoon. Welcome to what will hopefully be the best years of your life. There are many ways to get involved at Adrian College. There's over 60 clubs and organizations on campus, and I encourage you to explore each one and find what fits you best. Adrian College strives to be a community characterized as thinking, caring, inclusive, and active. Such a community requires that its members, having made a choice to join the community, strive to improve themselves, affirm others, and actively involve themselves in enhancing the community. These ideals require that we have explicit, clear, and high expectations for one another. To affirm your commitment with these principles, I ask that the students please rise. On the back of your program, you'll find the Student Code of Conduct. Please recite along with me the first 4 principles, publicly acknowledging your commitment to these principles. We take responsibility for our own learning and personal development. We challenge each other to develop intellectually and ethically. We practice personal and academic integrity. We consider and seek to understand different ideas and viewpoints. After today's ceremony and throughout the week, we ask you to solidify your commitment to our community's standards by signing the Welcome Class of 2027 banner located outside of Dawson in the chapel. You can sign the banner from now until 5 p.m. this evening, and starting tomorrow, you could sign on the front floor of the Kane Student Center. We will then hang the banner in the Student Center for all to see. Thank you. Please be seated. I have a few housekeeping details to relay to you. Students, if you have not already done so, please download the Abuzz app, as this will be how your Welcome Week leaders communicate with you today and the rest of the week. Also, this app will provide you with all the events and the ways to get involved and stay in touch with everyone on campus throughout your 4 years. At the conclusion of this ceremony, you'll have about a 45-minute break, and then I ask that you report back in front of the chapel, right outside here of Dawson, where you'll see your Welcome Week leader holding up a gold sign with your group number. You can find your group number and the top label on your gold folder. Please bring that gold folder with you to that, and if you have a laptop, please bring that as well. Parents, we have an optional session available to you at 2:45 right here in Dawson. We have a panel of staff members from various departments here to help you answer any questions you may have about Adrian College, as well as provide you with some beneficial information. If you RSVP to the parent dinner with President and Mrs. Docking, we will see you there at 4:15 p.m. in the Adrian Tobias room, which is connected to our dining hall. Please remember to drop off your note to your child in the bins outside of the auditorium. If you have any questions, you'll find members of my staff outside wearing black polo shirts. Please do not hesitate to ask someone for help. We do have free novelty ice cream available right outside of the chapel and Dawson. You'll see it in our trustee terrace. You'll also see an ice cream sign there, so please help yourself to this treat on us. This ceremony will now conclude with Miss Waple, followed by the singing of our alma mater.
Please join me in listening to these words of benediction. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace both now and forevermore. Amen. To conclude this ceremony, please rise and join Dr. Kristen Clark again, who will lead us in the singing of the alma mater found on the back of your program.
April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Dockey, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.